Oh my gosh, they're here. Oh my god, this is so much stuff. Hi everyone, it's Amy, and as you can tell by the title of this video and from that first clip, I finally get to complete my TXT The Chaos Chapter Freeze collection. So if you have been following my channel since their comeback, you'll know that I joined a lot of group orders to get a lot of Subin and Yeonjun's pre-order benefits and lucky draws. And in the whole process of that, I also decided that I wanted to also collect OT5 for the album photo cards. So if you saw like my setup video, you'll know that I only set up to collect Yeonjun and Subin. However, yeah, things definitely changed along the way when I started to find out that I had a lot of cards coming from the group order that I joined. So big shout out to MK and Faith for helping me get everything that you saw in the first clip. They are rock stars for doing what they did and for handling such a huge amount of orders for so many people. I'm so excited to finally be able to put all of these together into my binder. So in the first part of this video, I actually need to sleeve all the new photo cards. I also received a couple of other cards in the mail. These are the Freeze uniform. I think they're considered the uniform cards that came with, well, with the scrunchie. And then I also joined a group order for the Hybe Insight exhibition. So I got Yeonjun and Subin's photo cards. I also have the postcards, but I'll show that a little bit later. I understand that these aren't technically part of Freeze, but they're here and I just want to go ahead and put them away in my binder today as well. So I already went through and I removed a lot of duplicates because, you know, that's just the nature of the game. Sometimes when you join a group order, you do end up with duplicates sometimes. I had some duplicates that I had already pulled myself and so forth. So I went through and removed all of those that will not be going into my binder. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and start sleeving things. So these are the cards that I already pulled myself and they are sleeved and ready to go. And then as for these ones, I'm going to go ahead and sleeve all of the album cards into clear sleeves. So that'll be these clear classics. And then these are like the lucky draws and pre-order benefits. And these, I think I'm actually going to be using white sleeves. And then for these larger cards, they're kind of mini photo card size, I guess that's what we call it these days. But I'm going to be using these Scythe Lost Cities sleeves. They're 72 by 112 millimeters. I do have to trim off a little bit of excess in order to get them to fit. But yeah, I love these sleeves a lot, so I'm going to be using these. Also, as a side note, I've been thinking about making a separate video where I just talk about all the different types of sleeves that I use because I understand that could be a little bit overwhelming for new collectors. And I can maybe also talk about the different pockets that I use in my binders. I understand that these videos already exist out there, so if you don't want to see me make one or if you prefer to just watch someone else, I highly recommend at least searching for those here on YouTube. That way you can kind of get a general idea. But if you want me to make one, let me know. I'd be more than happy to. I have been thinking about doing it anyways, but yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So here are the lucky draws and the pre-order benefits that I just decided to use white sleeves for. I think it'll just look better this way, especially because the ones over here are clearer, like frosted kind of cards. I don't know why they did that. So these are from M2U round 1, and then these are Soundwave round 1. And then these two are from Yes 24, and they have this like kind of holographic effect with little stars on it. I don't know, it's a little weird. And then these Polaroid style photo cards that are from Apple Music. And then these are, I think, I want to say these are Soundwave round 2, and then these are M2U round 2. I also wanted to show these guys. I know it's a little random, but it's the TXT and Molang collab, and look at how cute they are. This is Yeonjun's, and then this one is Subin's because he's the bunny with a cute little heart, and like look at his little tail. So yeah, thank you again so much to MK and to Faith for organizing this group order. They are so cute, and they were all part of the same shipment as the other things, so that's why I wanted to include them in this video as well. Okay, now we'll get into the binders. Okay, so if you remember from my setup video, this was how I originally had everything set up, only to collect Yeonjun and Subin's album cards. But yeah, we are going to be literally changing all of this up. I need to take all of these out. Okay, so that should be it, and I already did a separate video where I did a setup for Fight or Escape, so if you want to go ahead and check that out. Although, as of the day that I'm filming this, they just dropped another pre-order for these really ugly jewel cases, these jewel case CDs that has 2 more sets of photo cards in them, and of course you only get 1 per member, and it's randomized. And you know what, let me rant about that for a second because I just cannot not talk about this. This has probably got to be one of the most cash grabby things ever from Big Hit. It is just, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever for a repackage. I thought that having the set of 2 was just fine, and they looked great, and it's what a repackage should be. And then they dropped these ugly ass jewel cases, and I am so sorry if you like jewel cases. I'm sorry, I'm bashing them right now. I hate them. I mean, I'm gonna be a clown and try to at least get Yeonjun and Subin's photo cards. You know, I'm not going to aim to get OT5 for that. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of MOAs that watch these videos like it when collectors collect OT5. And you know, if I can do it, I'll do it, but if I can't, I don't, and I'm not going to go out of my way to do it either. It's just getting way too expensive, and the fact that the next TXT comeback is just, it's starting to make me feel not so great in a way. I'm not as excited for it as I was for Freeze, and it's just because they did not space it out enough for me to really be able to enjoy Freeze at the first place. If this was going to be another drop, like a secondary drop like they did with Butter, you know, maybe if they pushed it into the fall, I would feel more mentally refreshed and prepared to want to collect every single thing again. And as you just saw, you know, I have a ton of lucky draws and pre-order benefits for Freeze, and I was so excited to get them. And you know, with Fight or Escape, I'm just not as excited. I'm not going to be getting any of their lucky draws or pre-order benefits. The only ones that I did join a group order for were for the Weverse ones, and that was only because Big Hit region locked out the US, so we were not able to order from Global and get those pre-order benefits. So I am just going to try to get those, and that's it. I'm cutting myself off for the Fight or Escape era. I just can't do it. And then when they dropped these jewel cases, I am just like, I can't do it. So yeah, I'm sorry if I offended anyone with this opinion. I apologize, but you know, it is what it is, and I have to draw a line somewhere when it comes to collecting certain things. So that is where we are at. You know, I set up for Fight or Escape, and I will try to collect OT5 because I'll probably have enough albums to get OT5 for just the album cards. but that's all I'm going to do. But I'm not going to be collecting OT5 for the cards that come in those jewel cases. So I just want to like put that out there. I don't know if you have a certain expectation for me on how I collect. But anyways, let's just move on into what we are actually here to do, and that is to put away these album photo cards. So we are going to start out with the world version, and the biggest thing that pushed me into wanting to collect OT5 for this era were these photo cards, these outfits. So I wasn't really fond of the way putting everything together on a 9-pocket looked when it was only Yeonjun and Subin's cards. So when I had the opportunity to go ahead and just do OT5, I was like, okay, they're gonna look so much nicer together in a 9-pocket, even though I'm technically only filling out 5 spots. I think it'll just look really nice this way. So yes, and I'll put in fillers in a little bit. And then for the U version, and these cards are actually my favorite concept. Okay, so there's you, and then we have boy. So there's boy, and now I'll go ahead and put in the origin story cards. And then I have the Weaver's pre-order benefits. So there's that. And then I'm going to put in these lucky draws. Okay, and then I have this Target exclusive photo card, and it's just so random that I'm actually just gonna stick him back here for now. And I do have a couple of other things coming still. I have the Lazada pre-order benefits, and I also have the Yeeju rounds 1, 2, and 3 coming. So I was thinking that once those get here, I'll probably just incorporate this onto that same page. Alright, so now for the really big inclusions, I went ahead and did all these off camera because the angle was a little awkward. So we have only Yeonjun and Subin's included in here. So this is for World. Sorry, my cat is just going like crazy in the background. And then the U version. So cute. And then this is Boy. Oh my gosh, my cat's making demon noises. I am so sorry. And then I forget where these came from, if they were part of Soundwave or M2U. But when you go in person to M2U or Soundwave, and if you get like full sets, like OT5 sets, I think, then they give you one of these postcards. So I think what MK did was if you ordered multiple albums through them, then they were gonna give us some of these big postcards. So yeah, they were really kind to give me 2 of these, so I appreciate that so much. And then these are the freeze postcards that I bought off of Weaver, so I'm only gonna have Yeonjun and Subin's in here. And then these are the Hive Inside Exhibition postcards. So luckily they fit but barely into this 4-pocket. So I think I'm actually gonna put all these in the back. And then last thing I need to do is just put away these bigger cards. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna put them back here because they're just such an odd shape, and I don't know, I really don't know where they'll actually fit in because this is going to be a 6-pocket. So I'm just gonna put the freeze photo cards down here, and then the Hybe cards will go up here. So that is how that will look. Okay, so I went through and I put in some fillers, so let's do a final flip through. Here is the World version, U version, and Boy version, the origin story photo cards, the Weaver's pre-order benefits, And then we have Soundwave, M2U, and Apple Music. And then I think this was Soundwave, and this is M2U round 2, and Yes 24. And yeah, that is it. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to finally get everything completed. Like I said, I do have a couple more things coming, but I'll just be including that in a regular binder sorting video. One thing that I'm noticing though, now that my collection is getting bigger, and especially now that there's a lot more OT5 things in here, it's starting to get really bulky in the middle and almost has a bit of like a curve going on right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up removing these fillers because they're just regular Dragon Shield sleeves. See how, you know, thin and flimsy they are? So I think I'm going to remove them and replace them with white cardstock, because cardstock is just a lot sturdier and thicker, and it's something that a friend of mine suggested, so I'm gonna give that a try. Hopefully it'll kind of stabilize things and maybe straighten it out a bit more instead of it being kind of like humped in the middle. I don't know how else to explain it. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is it for me today. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. I apologize for the little rant in the middle, but hopefully you understand. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Bye.